Hello and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XII. We're going to be doing the Medallions today, which will be great because it's a series of rather arbitrary requirements to do basically nothing. That's actually a lie. It is required to access Chaos, the Esper Chaos, but otherwise has no purpose. It doesn't take very long, but it is arbitrary. It's a series of nonsensical things that you have to do before you get all three medallions. And then once you have all three medallions, then you can these will speed it up because none of these enemies are going to do anything. Once you have all three medallions, you can head to where I'm actually going. We're actually doing this first, don't mind, and then do Chaos. But the reason I'm doing this first, whenever those guys die, is because in order for someone to appear, you must have spoken to this guy over here. Now, we've passed by this guy before, and I've mentioned that I will talk to him later. This is the reason. So, we can ask him some questions. We'll ask who he is. He mentions that he waits his 2 disciples. Those 2 disciples are the ones that we must speak to in order to get 2 of the 3 medallions. We can ask why he's here. They bring me keys of great importance. These keys open doors binding terrible beasts deep within Nabreus. They are loyal but slow, you see, so he doesn't say anything else at this point. And then he tells us to leave. Now at this point, we need to head to Rabanastre. Now, normally I would cut that out, but we're actually just going to run back to this teleport and then teleport to Rabanastre, and then a fair chunk of stuff needs to occur within Rabanastre itself. Ash has a ribbon, if you're curious why she's not getting blinded by those traps. She has a lot of offensive magic, you've probably noticed. In fact, that's almost all she does, but anyway. Go ahead, touch the teleport thingy, teleport back to Rabanastre. And then once within Rabanastre, we're going to head down to the Garamsythe Waterway. Now, the first thing you have to have done in order to do this, we'll just do this. The first thing you must have done in order to do this side quest is you must have done the Wraith, White Mousse, and Orthros Hunts. When you do those hunts, you'll get a Blackened Fragment. I can show it to you in my key items. There it is, Blackened Fragment. It does nothing by itself. There are, I think, 3 fragments that you need to get in order to get the first medallion. The second medallion's pretty simple. The first one is really where most of the time gets invested. So suppose buckle in and get ready for that. But anyway, make our way down to the Garamsythe Waterway. And we have to do a series of things that you would probably never do. If you play through the game normally, this is something you will not do. It's just highly unlikely. I guess, maybe you just fiddle with it long enough, but... So, to start with, we need to turn all of these switches off. Which involves opening all 4 of them. Unfortunately, this involves a whole lot of watching this unskippable sequence. Every single time. Alright, so... do nothing. I'm actually going to turn everyone's gambits off so they stop wasting MP and crap. Alright, so this is our square 0. All 4 of these must be off. Now, we have to do a series of comical things involving turning on and off random switches. So first we start with number 11, on. Again, highly unlikely that you'll end up doing this on your own. without having to look it up just because it's a stupid sequence, but whatever. So we turn number 11 on, and we turn number 4 on. Again, these are unskippable. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about the amount of time that this cutscene takes, but, you know, enjoy the fantastic visuals. So then we turn off number 11. You might be thinking you're just crawling from left to right with the switches. That's not actually true. We never use number 10 in this process. You do effectively crawl from left to right, but you never touch number 10. So number 11 is now off. We must now switch on number 3. I really wish this sequence was skippable, but it's not. You can't even speed it up either. This is just the speed it runs at. Even if you have the game at quad speed, this thing still goes at this speed, unfortunately. Now we turn off number 4. I wonder who found this out to begin with. Who was the original source of this information? Someone had to have figured this out on their own. Or I guess someone got told, probably. But anyway, you will hear a small ding-a-ling noise. That means something is available. Now, I don't actually remember where it falls. Like maybe it falls around the side here. Yep, there it is. So there's our dull fragment. So this is 2 of 3 fragments now. Again, the first one was from a hunt. So now we make our way back up to Lowtown and go back to Old Dalan's place. Those of you who've been paying attention might recall one of those Numoi creatures was actually in Old Dalan's place. That is who we desire to speak to. He serves absolutely no story purpose except for the fragments. And unfortunately, it's a rather stupid purpose that he serves with the fragments, but you know, whatever. I suppose they gotta make this side quest at least slightly longer than like just a couple of minutes to pick up the medallions, but whatever. It's fine. Anyway, here's Old Dalan. And this is actually one of his disciples that he's waiting for. This dude here. He will only appear after you talk to the dude man at Nabreus Deadlands. I forgot the words. I want you to hear what my friend has to say. I am Roh'kenmu. I have come from Nabreus to visit an acquaintance of mine. A man in whose care I left a most important object. Oh, there's 4 pieces. I thought there were 3. My bad. Less than the chance that any one person might come into possession of the whole. Oh, that's why I remember there being 3, because 1 is already here. Okay. Now we've already got the 1 from the person. Now we just have to find the other 2. Well, we've already found 1. Somewhat comical place, but hey. We shall consider when the time comes. The item I'm looking for is a medallion. Should you find something that might be a part of this medallion, pray bring it to me, my boy. He's been around Old Dalan too much when he starts saying my boy. Anyway, so at this point, where are we here? Also, the air conditioning has come on, so hooray! So we have to go... We have to find someone. Is he over here? I don't actually remember. Ah, there you are. Philo. Let's streeters is saying there was this man used to be a sky pirate. He came from Nabreus and was living in a house in the North Sprawl. Search the city streets, you say? So now we have to go to the conveniently located southern plaza, I believe, to find a woman to speak to. Again, I can't imagine having to figure this stuff out blind. The amount of time it would take to actually accomplish any of these side quests blind is kind of absurd. Because you would end up having to talk to every NPC in the game basically multiple times to figure stuff out. But, you know, someone did it. So there should be a woman. Is it you? It is you. Nothing at all. Do you need something? Do you know me? Fortunately, I could see the city gates, so I made my way here. And of course we will help this lady because she has what we desire. So, we have to go to this way. We have to go to this way. Yes, that is proper English. We have to go to the bazaar, which is on the west side of town. Unfortunately, completely inaccessible by the southern bazaar, which seems like horrible town planning, but you know. Gonna run through the entire city to actually get to the bazaar, but whatever. So it should be... is it this dude? I think it is this guy. No? I don't know actually. Oh, well, apparently it is. Oh, never mind. It's a Benga, I know that much. Is it you? Sold it to an Imperial. Case about the second floor of the Sand Sea. Now there is an Imperial that just sits around and does nothing all day. And he is in... I thought I went through here. He is in the magic shop, I think. I think we had to talk to him for a hunt, possibly? Or maybe I just talked to him at the start of the story, I'm not sure. But he should be in here. There he is. Bring her here. And of course, this guy immediately starts threatening random people in Lowtown for no reason. I think we actually have to go to... hold on. We have to actually go down here, unless I'm screwing up the order of events here, but we shall see shortly, I guess. I think we have to talk to Philo again. Arr. No, just saying hi. Unless you want to come with us right now. Of course we do, because we have no other reason to hang around. Hello, Salted Imperial. Hooray, medallion pieces. You're welcome. Thank you for the medallion piece. So that is now all 3 of the pieces that we require, so now we must make our way back to Old Dalan's place. Remember, this is just the first of 3 medallions that we need. Of course, this is also the most time-consuming, so don't mind that too much. In fact, the second medallion is, like, really easy. I don't remember the third one very much, but the second one is sort of a joke. We'll get to it when we get there, which will be shortly. Of course, we'll hand over the dull fragment, we'll hand over the blackened fragment. That one is from the hunts. And then we will hand over the grimy fragment that we just got. And that makes up the Medallion of Bravery. Now, I don't have the faintest idea why he just walks so slowly and then vanishes in a flash of white. I don't know if that's just a time-saving cut there that they did with a flash of white for some reason or something else. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's not just a time-saving thing, and it is actually a thing that he does, but, you know, don't worry about it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the second medallion, which is in Archades. Which we're actually going to take the Archades teleport instead of the Sochin Cave Palace teleport. It doesn't really matter which one you take, they're about the same. The downside of this one is we have to do this stupid cab ride. Which is unskippable for reasons. I don't think you can skip anything that uses in-game stuff. Like, this isn't actually a cutscene, this is just in-game animation stuff going off. I don't think you can skip anything that does that. I think you can only skip cinematics. Unfortunately, but anyway. Our goal is the magic shop, which I forgot exactly where it was, so I had to check the map there, but our goal is the magic shop, which will contain a friend. Another Numoi, or Numao. I don't know if it's Numoi or Numao. It's probably Numao. Regardless, anyway. So he should be upstairs. Here you are. I'm thinking I sold my Moon Silver Medallion. So he tells us that Otto is indeed missing. So we have to head back down to Old Archades now. Which is a wee bit of a short run here. And then in... where in Old Archades it is specifically, so... to see if we can find it relatively quickly, but it is Old Archades. I think it's close to the entrance here. It may even be this area. I'm not sure. So we have to find Otto down here. And I don't remember where he is. That's Jules. We don't want Jules. We want Otto, which is not this dude, I don't think. No, he's a hunt. Or he's for a hunt. Is it him that's Otto? I can't remember. It is. That's why I remember talking to this dude. Are you blinded by your chops? I haven't actually said anything, but whatever. I had to take a chunk off for the ring, but if this will suffice, it's yours. He literally bought a medallion and then just cut a piece off to make a ring. A little bit of a curious method, but, you know, handmade ring. I suppose that can be romantic, but anyway. We must now obviously head back to the magic shop because we have the medallion that we have to give to this dude. And then he'll be like, oh, wowee, you should keep this. Thanks for your help, etc., etc. And then that will be the 2 apprentices or disciples or whatever he called them, I forgot, dealt with, and we have to make our way back to Nabreus Deadlands. The Nabreus Deadlands, specifically. Of course you may. This is true love. He mentions the Frog King, which is a bit curious, but that's alright. So now I have to do the 3rd medallion, which is going to involve the Nabreus Deadlands, as I mentioned, so whoop, wrong way. We have to make our way to the teleport again. Now I don't actually know what the fastest teleport is, so let me quickly check if I can manage to navigate over there. There we go. We have to be... It is there, okay. I didn't remember if he moved over to here or somewhere else, so definitely still the same teleport. Take me to Snowball. We do also have to do all of the, like another video with all the Archades side quest nonsense. That video will be, hopefully fairly short, but knowing how I operate with any sort of memory-based puzzle, it's probably going to take a bit longer than that. I have, like... I can remember some things fantastically, but my general memory is awful. I don't really know why. Anyway, we'll go ahead and teleport to... Where is it? It is Silica Wood. And we'll make our way back the exact way we started this video, actually. Hello, my Moogle friend. First we'll use quad speed because there's no reason not to. Right, we could also just do this because there's no reason not to. Oh wait, our gambits are off anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just don't want them wasting a bunch of time casting magic on stuff. Because it actually doesn't matter. None of these enemies will do anything. This is the wrong way. I was wondering why that chocobo was there. Instead of the antlion or whatever this thing is. Ow. Oh man, we got hit with trap. With, sorry, sap is what I meant to say, but I said trap instead. Let's turn our gambits back on. Let our team do whatever it is they need to do here. Which doesn't take terribly long. Mostly haste and faith, because we don't have Hastega. Hastega? Whatever. So now we're back here. You might notice these 2 are here. Must speak with Macleo. Medallion Bravery is spoken, the Medallion of Love. They both speak your name. The keys must go to you. Hooray! Someone is also mowing the lawn, so hopefully the noise isn't going to be too bad in a moment here. 2 years ago, Nethicite destroyed the city. Baba, Fury, and Chaos. Chaos is an esper, the other 2 are just normal bosses. That's a lawnmower. Alrighty, I think the lawnmower menace has passed. Anyway, continuing our nonsensical story here. After a battle spanning many days, we at last sealed them within the ruins. the Medallion of Might remains. It waits here in the Nabreus Deadlands. Indeed it does. Now we have already been here. In fact, you can actually see it over there, the RCB. We have already been there because the hunt Roblon, or Roblon, or whatever it is actually situated there. Which makes it a lovely place that we remember. Big fans of that area, especially the, I didn't want to fight you, but hello, how's it going? We'll fight you indeed. Really don't want to fight any of these things. There's not much reason for me to. Also, the lawnmower menace makes a return. Hello, my lawnmower-based friend. He just wants to say hi, you know? Probably shouldn't have recorded today, but I need to record things to have stuff to upload, so, you know, make do with what we got. Anyway, it's not much of a journey over here. It does involve a secret pathway, though. We're just gonna cast Bubble, don't mind us. It should be right here. There it is, so that's how you get there. Despite it being over to the left, this is the way you get there, not this. Well, this zone here, that is not the way you get there, because we wrap around. Now, for those of you who did not watch the hunt video wherein we were in this location is full of a large number of these dead bones. These dead bones are level 44. I believe they're all level 44. Probably don't really need to be casting oil on every one of these, but that's fine. This is how we do most of our damage now, is via magic. Welcome to this world. There are traps here, so be aware of that. There are not traps in the next area, though, but, well, Final Fantasy 15 has updated, apparently. There you go. Hello, lawnmower friend. I swear to God, man. I thought it was done, but no, apparently not. Anyway. Now, there's no traps here, but there are a large number of dead bones. They're all 44. There's just a huge amount of them. You should be at least level 60 doing Chaos anyway. So by the time you're likely doing this side quest, you should be able to easily handle the swarms of dead bones here. They do, however, have Reflect, so do bear that in mind. If you are primarily using magic like I am, it is a great way to kill yourself. I think they like casting Reflect Aga a lot. Like, they will repeatedly cast Reflect if you let them. We have Gambit set up to deal with Reflect, though, so it's not too bad. Also, a great place to get Blood Darkened Bones, if you so desire those. They sell for a decent chunk if you need the kill. Eventually we'll kill these. They keep casting Reflect on themselves, which is rather annoying. Alright. Did you stop casting Reflect on yourself? So this is where we're supposed to be, up here on the shrine that Roblon was guarding before. You don't need to do the hunt to do this side quest. The hunt just exists here. So there you go. There are the 3 medallions that will give us access to Chaos eventually. Slay Humbaba, Fury, and Chaos. Restores silence to this necro hall Nabudis has become. And they bugger off. Because they are not actually among the living. That does open up the shrine though, which is fantastic. Which gives us the Lusterless Medallion. The Lusterless Medallion in and of itself is not capable of doing anything. It needs the magics to be restored. That, however, happens by simply using these 2 medallions, and that will be in Chaos's video. So if you desire that, that'll be that video. wherein we fight the 2 bosses, and then Chaos once we get the Lustrous Medallion sorted out. But that's it for this video. That's how you get the 3 medallions to gain access to Chaos in the Necro Hall of Nabreus. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.